Yep, today's the big day. Last night had to iron up this t-shirt, a $6 shirt from Target, laying my outfit out on the foot of the bed. I was giddy with anticipation for this monumental occasion. Today is the day that we get 99 Randy Johnson. Yes, extraordinarily good pulls. To that I say, stream. What do you expect? Of course they're good. I've been very lucky. I might get lucky after this. You know, when news starts to make round that a no money spent player has completed collections, I mean, any girl from here to Timbuktu is going to want a taste. I'm practically going to be throwing that around, wearing it like a name tag on my chest. We are going to get Randy Johnson today. I'm so happy. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. We got some big tips that I have for you guys for collections. One very important tip that you're going to want to key in on. But first, let's talk about Underdog Fantasy. One of my favorite ways to, sprinkle a little seasoning of excitement onto otherwise boring MLB games. If you're one of the teams that it's already kind of out of the postseason race, from day one, they're already eliminated from playoff contention. I love Underdog Fantasy. It's so much fun. I do the pick'em slips pretty much every day, and I just toss in like $1 or $2. It's really that simple. You put 5 players on there, $2. You can win $40. So right now, use my code Gomes. You'll get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit, and let's have some fun. We play every day on stream. I post my slips a lot on Twitter. Let's make some money together. Thank you for Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring me this season. So here we come, live series, and yes, as I mentioned, I've gotten very good pulls this year. But I don't think that discredits what we've done. We've done a very good job making stubs in the game. Twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend. A lot of times I'm talking about stuff we don't make videos on. If you want to check out those, I often key in specific things I'm doing to make stubs. But for example, one has been no lifing programs, of course. I do all the grinding in one night, so I make a ton of profit, then I can relax the rest of the month or so. That's a big way we've been doing it. The City Connect programs, the Brewers, is going to be coming out, I think, next week. They reveal them, and that's a great time to invest in their high silver cards. Buy those, they're gonna double, triple in price. So that's another big investment that we've had. And also just playing the game too. You do earn shit by just pressing buttons here. So that does help, of course. But here we come. I didn't show you the last little update, but we did pull Tatis, did a few things, and we pulled Acuna as well. So we've been very lucky, as I mentioned, have had very good fortunes as far as our pack look goes, and I'm excited to get Randy here. All right, Randy Johnson is like what garlic is to vampires, what deodorant is to Discord mods. Keep that shit away from them. We bust out Randy in events, surely it's going to have them shivering, shaking in their boots. But I'm very excited to get him, and also Clemente. I'm excited to get Clemente. We're going to get Utley, and it's going to also trickle down, have a trickle-down effect to the rest of our collections for George Brett, which is nice. A couple cards here I'm going to use too. Like Josh Hader is actually pretty solid. He's maxed out hit 9. It's kind of hard to be that shitty when you have such a high attribute on that note. But yeah, I'm very excited. Let me know in the comment section how far you guys are in live series collections. I know a lot of people have not gotten there yet because live series cards go for a bunch. My only thought behind why that is because they're taking their sweet time on overall progression, which I like. I know that sounded sarcastic right there. I can't help it. By nature, I have a sarcastic timbre in my tone. But I am pleased that they are taking their time with overalls and not just jumping to 99s in June like we've done in the past. It just adds more lifespan to not only live series cards, which is the long-winded point I'm getting to here, but it also just should allow the game to last longer and not just be dead by, the season's end. Hopefully we still have more reason to play afterwards. So this still hurts. I don't enjoy doing this right here. I don't know. The DeGrom isn't too good. He's all right. Let me not say that. That's a little harsh. I don't want to upset the guy right there. Ah, that's a great price. Thank you for undercutting him by like 8,000 to 9,000 there, buddy. I really appreciate that. Save me some time. Again, unless you're super close to live series, I think the best bet is probably wait a little bit. There's no medal. There's no cookie that you receive if you complete the collections tomorrow opposed to, you know, 2 months from now. It doesn't really matter. But the cards are going to start to become outdated. I think Randy Johnson is good for the majority of the year, but guys like Clemente, I think, will be replaced by, you know, guys who have somewhat the same contact but better power. We're going to start to see more cards of that nature not too far down the road. But I'm just happy to have it done. Truthfully, I could have done it a while ago. I was just a little scared for the fact that, yeah, we are no money spent. And I don't want to feel like we've lost the integrity of it. Not that I'm a top player or anything, and now I'm just going to run the table. Now I have Randy Johnson. I'm surely still going to lose games with the guy. But, you know, it's been like 2.5 months. Shit happens. As I mentioned, we got very lucky. If I was no money spent and didn't have these astronomically insane pulls, yeah, you know, we wouldn't be at this spot right now, but we are, and I'm grateful for it. So coming from here, we have some more stuff to do as far as George Brett, which I actually learned I'm not that far. A lot of people have asked, should you do Randy before Brett? Yes, you should. There's pretty much no reason not to. A lot of the cards that you're going to get from the live series collections go hand in hand into George Brett right here, and this is my big tip. This is exactly what I'd recommend for you guys to do for George Brett right here. So a lot of people probably aren't too close, right? It makes sense. It's a really good card. Hot take there. He's damn good. Near max contact. Very good power. Diamond defense. Parallel one. We got him in Battle Royale. In a fan-fucking-tastic swing to boot. You know I'm a big fan of the lefties. So what I'd recommend you do, instead of frantically making a mad dash at stuff you can't necessarily afford, like, let me buy this 10K All-Star card, what you should be doing right now is do what you can on collections that are not going to have any more cards and are not going to go up in price, i.e. face the franchise right now. These cards cannot go cheaper. They are quick sell value, 8,000 stubs. They're in the fucking proverbial value bin right now. Pick them up now. Not that these cards are crazy. A lot of them really have no use anymore because there's just better cards. But again, they're not adding any more of them, and they're not going to get any cheaper. So complete that collection. Complete cover athletes. They're going for about 12K right now. You get the Joe Mauer, and yeah, it's 12 of them. 12 times 12 is a number. Hey, Alexa, what's 12 times 12?
12 times 12 is 144.
144K. So that is a lot, but for the foreseeable future, these cards aren't going to really diminish in price. And again, there's not going to be any more cards released of these. You see what I'm getting at here? So cover athletes, face of the franchise, and prospect cards. Prioritize those instead of something like Milestone. What is the point of getting this voucher done if you're not close to George Brett? There is none. Why would you settle to buy a card like Zach Britton, who goes for 30K, when they're probably going to release another Milestone that goes for like 9,000 within a week? So if you just take your time, that's exactly what I'm doing. We're going to get Clemente today, which I'm going to be 5 out of 6 at this point. All of these go for like 10 to 15. And I'm just going to wait. I'm not spending 60K on Castellanos, not spending 120K on Longoria. Love you, Longo. I just don't love this card. Those attributes are a little sour, like milk that's been sitting out. This card is expired, dead on arrival. So that's what I would recommend. Right now, if you do that, you can get about 5 vouchers. It's about a third of the way to George Brett. And I think that's the key to it. I don't imagine he's going to be obsolete anytime soon. I think there's going to be a better card at some point than George Brett, but for the time being, there's no reason to believe that this card is going to be replaced as the top guy within the next like 2, 3, 4 months. So that's my prerogative as far as the flashback and legend collections to get George Brett, and of course the trickle-down economics that are going to occur within this collection here. So we're going to go ahead and get Hank Aaron, who's going to see 0 at-bats. He's going to be a damn good dust collector. Hoover's got nothing on him. The Mets, Gary Carter. Surely he's going to rake up all of 0 at bats. Collection fodder. Randy food, as we like to call it. So we're about here, very happy to get this done, because I do feel it is kind of essentially beating Diamond Dynasty. Not exactly a main goal in the game, different strokes for different folks, right? So, you know, I think Live Series is essentially the end-all, be-all. This is what you want to accomplish by year end, and we're going to do it. So right here, Prince Fielder, or as I like to call him, the fluffier Anthony Rizzo. Could have swore they just Control-V'd that card right there. Chase Utley. Very happy to get him. I do think Foskew's very close, so we'll get into that. But here for the National League, we're going to collect Clemente. That's a tongue twister right there, I guess. Or I just can't speak. One of the two. And finally, we're going to do it to him. Here we come. Randy Johnson, in all his glory, is on the team. God, that almost sheds a tear to my eye that we have this done. We still have about 400k left. That's pretty damn cool. So we're going to add him to the squad. I think we can find a spot somewhere in the rotation. Yeah, he's probably a top 5 starter, right? I presume. And I think like Clemente is certainly a very good card to use right now. He is essentially a better Cattell, just, you know, not a switch hitter, which is unfortunate, but ranked seasons right now is essentially a left-handed orgy. And Roberto right here is not about to get sloppy seconds. He's going to get plenty of prime-time opportunities against him. So that's very good right there. Thing with Chase Utley, like I said, is it's close. It is. I mean, he has the better contact against righties. Foscue has so much more power. I think Utley on Legend would be better, but even Hall of Fame, I think I'm taking Foscue. The speed, better for Utley. The vision, again, vision does not matter, but unless you're on like Legend difficulty, I don't think it is truly a big deal. I haven't played too much on Legend this year, but I played a good amount on Hall of Fame. Haven't had too many negative experiences due to the low vision stat, mainly from just being shit at the game. So yeah, I'm very happy to get that done right there. Randy Johnson, welcome to the big Gomers. It was like a load of relief to get that done. It is very nice. It hurts to see the top left right there, to see my stub count diminish. But hey, it was for good reason. So I think that's what I wanted to talk about. I think that's a very key thing to put into perspective as far as the George Brett collection goes. And yeah, excited to get some big old gameplay with Randy. As always, leave a like down below. Let me know how far you guys are in collections. Subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Maybe give me some glowing testimonials for the Chase Utley to change my mind. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day as always. Later, guys, I'm out. Eat.